Hello, hello, and welcome to episode 200 of the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast. I'm Christine.
And I'm Sam.
Here's what's coming up in today's show. This week's Y-Files tells a story of how some students at Cornell University brought a bear into their dorm room.
In our Noteworthy segment, the very first car certified by the Vegan Society. What is it, and can we get it?
Yeah, I want to find out.
Me too.
And in our main topic, we're taking you with us to the 2025 Syracuse Vegfest. That's right.
Yes.
We'll tell you all about it.
We will.
But before we get into all of that, what have we been up to?
Okay, so it's been like the whirly, windiest weekend.
Whirly windiest?
It's been the whirliest, windiest weekend in quite some time.
It has?
Yes, and it started on Thursday.
Why is it so whirly and windy?
Well, because we were just going. It was whirly and windy.
Windy, not in the sense of the weather, but just windy that just
blowing
from one thing to
blowing from one thing to another
Yeah.
and place to place. And yes, it was very whirly and windy.
Yeah, you know, Vegfest prep and all that jazz. That usually does it.
But even before Vegfest prep on Thursday night, this past Thursday night.
Yeah, this is exciting.
We had an absolutely wonderful evening. We went up to Strong Hearts Buffalo, first of all.
That's always good.
It is always good.
And I didn't get the Reuben, believe it or not.
No, you didn't. You got something new for once.
I got something different. I got their banh mi, which was very good, very saucy.
Yes.
Very banh mi-ish.
Yes.
And, of course, a side of their oh-so-perfect French fries.
They do really make perfect fries.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really do. And I got the shawarma, which was absolutely heavenly.
Yeah,
Like,
it looked really good.
It was really just perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this really fluffy, warm, soft pita.
Yeah, the pita looked really good.
Yeah, with outstanding seitan shawarma and just perfect toppings, a nice tzatziki and pickle and tomato and lettuce and onion. And it was just absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, and you can get their shawarma. You can either get it chicken style or beef style.
And I got it beef style.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it looked really good. I didn't even ask you for a bite because you didn't look like you were going to.
I wasn't going to give it up. And you had plenty going on with your banh mi.
I did. I had a lot going on. It was a pretty big sandwich. So, yeah, that was really good. And then what did we do after that?
After that, we went to a concert, an outdoor concert, and we got to see Melissa Etheridge and the Indigo Girls.
I know, on brand, right?
Totally on brand. But it was just so much fun because I think I'd almost forgotten that Melissa and the Indigo Girls were such a huge part of my music experience and kind of like my music journey.
Yeah, kind of like music of your life kind of situation.
Yeah, really. You know, just kind of from my teens all the way through into probably my early to mid 30s.
Yeah.
You know, they were very, very much a part of my regular everyday listening.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. We had seen Melissa in concert before several years ago.
Yeah, a few years ago.
But she was just as fantastic as ever. She is just a magnetic performer.
She is. She puts on a great show. If you ever have an opportunity to see her, even if you're not a huge fan of her music, go.
Yes.
Because she's just, she just gives so much as a performer. She's just one of those people that just puts on a good show. And whether you're a fan of her music or not, I guarantee you by the end of the show, you will be. You will be.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was really endearing because, of course, you know, when she wrote a lot of the music that she is best known for, she was also quite young. And so,
she was like 19, 20 when her first album came out.
Exactly. So, of course, it's all full of teenage angst and, you know, which is absolutely fantastic and why it's so relatable, I think, for a lot of people. But she would just kind of roll her eyes at how, you know, how angsty or self-indulgent or dramatic.
Yeah, she said, oh, this one,
song.
You're going to know this one. It's so dramatic.
You know, so being able to poke fun of herself in that way, I think was really very, very cool. But the highlight of the night for me, and this is saying something because Melissa's set was incredible.
Yeah, it was
absolutely
really good.
Incredible. The highlight of the night for me was the opening of the Indigo Girls set.
Yeah.
And it's because what I consider to be the Indigo Girls song for me, the most impactful Indigo Girls song,
right,
is a song called Kid Fears.
Yeah, if you're familiar, you know.
Yes. And so I was hoping that they were going to do it But something that is special about Kid Fears is that there is a 3-part round, essentially.
Yeah, there is a lower vocal.
Yes.
It's actually a male vocal on the record.
Yes, on the record, and in much, much earlier concerts. Christine actually got to see this live, which I will be forever jealous of. But the singer, the male singer, is Michael Stipe, who is the frontman of REM, which is probably the most prominent band of my soundtrack of my life.
Right.
And so anyway, I've always kind of dreamed of seeing that live.
Yeah.
You know, Amy Ray, Emily Salyers, Michael Stipe. I've always kind of dreamed of that.
It was amazing, but you know, in my defense, I've never seen REM live and you have. So
6 times.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's a fair trade.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was really, really hoping they were going to do that song, but I wasn't sure that they were going to because of the third vocal line.
Right.
So I wasn't sure. The opener turned out to be Kid Fears.
Yeah.
I was about to pass out. And then it turned out that the third vocal line was sung by Melissa Etheridge.
Yeah, Melissa came out and did the Michael Stipe line.
And it was
great.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
I feel now that something has been crossed off of my bucket list.
Yeah.
Because the likelihood of me actually seeing that live with Michael Stipe, they're essentially nil. Like, I really don't think that will ever happen.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. They are friends.
Oh, yes.
They come from the same part of Georgia.
Right.
And so they are friends and all.
But
so
still.
It could happen, but
the chances are
unlikely.
incredibly slim.
Yeah, it's unlikely.
And so I feel like, okay, I've at least seen that song done live.
Yeah.
And that the third voice was another iconic voice from, you know, kind of my formative music stages. Like, it was just amazing. I did break down into tears.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah. And where we saw it in Buffalo, it's a place called Terminal B. And it's nice. It's an outdoor venue. Mm-hmm. It's right on the waterfront.
Yep.
And it was a great crowd.
Oh, it was.
It's a fantastic crowd.
It was really wonderful.
Yeah.
And, you know, essentially standing room. So it was lawn seating.
Yeah, there was lawn seating. We were right up front. It was great.
We were. Yeah. So we weren't like right up at the stage, but
no, we're too old for that.
Maybe 20 feet away.
We need a place where we can sit down for a while. So, I mean, we were sitting on the grass.
Right.
But,
well, and we actually didn't sit while they were playing.
No, not that much.
No, only in between.
Yeah, in between.
Yeah. And the other really cool thing about the Indigo Girls set, outside of the fact that the set was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was really great.
Absolutely phenomenal. Was that they had this incredibly cool scrim.
Yeah.
Behind them.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, it looked like the inside of an old school classroom.
Right.
And on the blackboard, like, it's just kept repeating, don't say gay, don't say gay, don't say gay.
Yeah.
But then in the middle, that was all wiped out. And instead it has, you know, stand up for the lookout, which is a line from one of their very, very famous songs.
Yeah.
And then it had what to do if ICE shows up.
Yeah.
And it has you have rights. And it, you know, it was just really incredible.
Really great. And they are, both Melissa and the Indigo Girls, they're known for
activism.
Their activism.
Yes.
And I've always appreciated them for that. And so, yeah, it was great.
So it was a phenomenal, phenomenal night.
Yeah, it was a good night. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And then we moved on to Vegfest Prep.
And then we moved on to Vegfest Prep, which is what Friday was all about.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, which also happened to be my birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Christine wasn't supposed to tell anybody about it.
And I didn't tell anybody, but I forgot that I made a Facebook post. So I'm like, no, I didn't tell anybody. Except everybody, because I made a Facebook post.
Yes, exactly. So that was pretty funny because we were going to Syracuse on Saturday afternoon to stay with our friends, the Capellos, and they had invited some other friends over for a nice dinner and all of that good stuff. Christine actually made a lasagna.
I did. I made a 40-pound lasagna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just so funny because I thought that it was just going to be a regular night and everybody was telling me happy birthday. And I'm just looking at Christine like, what did you do?
Well, I got to tell you, I was just as surprised as you because I forgot I had made that Facebook post. Sometimes when I make Facebook posts, I forget I'm not just posting it for myself, you know. Yeah. I'd love to wish my boo a happy birthday. You know, she's not on social media, but I love her. Mm-hmm. And I completely forgot. I made that post at like 7 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about it. And then when we get there, everybody's like, happy birthday. I'm like, oops. Oh, anyway.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. But before we get into the show,
yes, I
would like to take a moment to celebrate our 200th episode.
That's bonkers.
200th episode. Look, we couldn't do this without you, and we wouldn't want to.
Oh, heavens no.
But I am surprised.
I mean,
we've gotten this far.
Yeah, I don't know that when we started this, we ever thought we'd get to 200 episodes in.
I know. It's amazing. This month, we are 4 years into this thing.
In fact, I think our first episode released in the third week of September.
I think it did something like the 17th, 18th, 19th.
It's somewhere in
like
there,
that.
but it was right around my birthday of 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 200 episodes.
200 episodes. That, like I said, that's just bonkers.
Yeah, thank you for listening to us for that long.
Seriously, thanks for sticking with us.
We really appreciate you.
Yeah, we do.
Here's to 200 more.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
We're going to try.
Yeah, we will.
All right, let's just jump into this thing then, shall we?
Sure.
Let's talk about this week's Y files. This is a concerning one for me.
Okay.
This comes from News 6 on Your Side, WATE News. Cornell students kill bear, bring it into residence hall to skin and butcher it.
Okay, I'm nauseous already.
Yeah, so this happened, of course, in Ithaca, New York. Students at Cornell University in upstate New York are concerned after 2 undergraduates killed a bear and brought it back to their dorm hall, a spokesman for the school said. Over the weekend, the students, who are confirmed to have valid New York State hunting licenses, killed the animal and brought it back to a dorm building for processing, the spokesperson wrote in a statement shared with Nexstar's WSYR. A police report was made when a complaint was filed late Sunday night, the spokesperson said. Pictures circulating in the Cornell University subreddit alleged to show the skinned animal laying on a tarp-covered table in what looks to be a shared kitchen area. Cornell's spokesperson was not immediately available to confirm the veracity of those photos. Some students expressed concern over the legality of the students' actions, but a university spokesperson said no charges have been filed. Others were more worried about possible health violations and the contamination of a shared kitchen, the Cornell Daily Sun reported, quoting one Reddit user who noted that improperly prepared bear meat can be a carrier of parasites that can cause trichinosis infection. That's serious.
Yes.
According to the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, its Division of Law Enforcement responded to reports of an incident involving a dead bear on Sunday, September 7th. From the investigation, they found that an approximately 120-pound bear was legally hunted in the DEC's Region 4. Cornell, however, is in Region 7, located in Tompkins County. The DEC said the incident does not violate the environmental conservation law nor DEC regulations. A representative did not immediately respond to questions concerning any possible conduct violations. The Ithaca Voice, however, reported that there were no rules in the school's code of conduct against processing an animal.
Well, that doesn't surprise me because why would there be? Why would anybody think that a couple of students are going to go out, kill a bear, and bring it back to a shared kitchen for skinning and butchering? Like, that is so far out of the realm.
Yeah. That wouldn't be something that would be included in the
common behavior.
Right. It wouldn't be included in the code of conduct because it's not something that they would think would occur.
Right. Absolutely. And so I'm sure that there must be some more like general, like kind of community rules, you know,
about shared kitchen spaces.
About shared spaces and things like
that.
And
raw meat or something.
Yes. Well, there probably wouldn't be anything about raw meat, not specifically. No, not in a student code of conduct.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to remember, I actually serve on a university judicial board, so
you do these things.
Pretty familiar with codes of conduct.
Do you think that someone in Cornell that's responsible for what's in the language of their code of conduct might be adding something in now?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if this would be, I mean, certainly I find it, like I said, nauseating.
Well, first of all, it's horrific.
It is horrific.
Yeah.
I think it's awful. Number one, I don't agree with hunting to begin with, but the fact that they would then bring a dead animal into a shared kitchen space where they realize that there's a good chance that other students are going to be exposed to it,
right,
and that other students may be disturbed by it,
right?
Because maybe not everybody in the dorm is a hunter. That's a fair assumption to make, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there would be something added in, because to me that seems ludicrous. That's just one of those things that should be kind of a foregone conclusion.
That's
like,
not
no,
going
you're
to
not
happen.
going to go out and kill wildlife and process it in the kitchen.
In the kitchen of a shared
dorm. Yes, that's insane.
Yeah. Another thing that strikes me as horrific about this is that the bear weighed 120 pounds.
Yes.
That's not a big bear.
No, it's not.
That is a young bear.
Yes.
Possibly even a cub, even though the DEC said they didn't violate any regulations.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm, not familiar with the laws surrounding bear hunting.
Nor am I.
But that seems like a very young bear to me, 120 pounds. That's like the size of a large dog.
Yes. That's correct.
I don't know. I know that it sounds like these kids there's not going to be any kind of disciplinary action, but I certainly hope that there's going to be something that prevents this from happening in the future.
Yeah, you would think that, a university as well known as Cornell would have some kind of community standard.
Yeah.
Under which, these students should at least be admonished. And I'm not talking about a serious penalty like suspension or expulsion. I think that would be going too far.
Right.
But just to basically say, hey, you know what? No, this is not acceptable by our community standards.
What else is interesting is that Cornell University does have a very large veterinary program.
This is true.
And I'm wondering if these students are enrolled in that program.
Interesting question.
Given the fact that they knew their way around, for lack of a better word, processing or dressing this animal that they brought back to their dorm.
Now, here's a question. If they were part of the veterinary medicine program, would that change your perception of the story at all?
No, it wouldn't.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if that had anything to do with their motivation. You know what I mean?
I have no idea.
Or if it was strictly for bear meat.
Or right, exactly. They had bear hunting licenses and it was the correct season and they went out and went hunting.
Yeah.
And then they kind of went, oh, wait, hang on a second. We actually got a bear. What are we going to do with it? And said, oh, well, there's a kitchen in the dorm.
Oh my God.
I mean,
I feel so bad for the other kids that shared that dorm with them.
I do too.
Yeah,
that's disturbing to me. Yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was a little weird and why-worthy.
Yeah, definitely. And so, for any of you college students out there, try not to go kill bear and process them in your dorm.
Please don't.
Yeah.
And everybody.
Let's refrain.
Everybody, please don't go out hunting bear.
Oh, well, yes.
Or any other animal for that matter. Let's move on to our noteworthy segment.
Let's.
This is a good one.
It is. So this article is coming to us from Vegan News, and it's the world's first Vegan Society certified car. The world's first automotive interior certified by the Vegan Society is now available on the new all-electric Mercedes-Benz GLC by ordering it with their trademarked vegan package. The package means the whole of the interior, from Artico vegan leather seats, door trim, steering wheel, and everything in between, have all been through the Vegan Society's testing and examination process to gain their coveted certification. Their process thoroughly checks to ensure that nothing contains animal-based byproducts or ingredients that often unknowingly end up in items like glues. The trademark team even goes so far as to make certain nothing used has been tested on animals, either by the company or indirectly on the company's request. With this joint project between the Vegan Society and Mercedes-Benz, we have reached a new milestone. It is the first time that a car interior has been third-party certified and approved by the vegan trademark, noted Gabriella Chalkia-Jackson, the Vegan Society's client relations manager. She continued, "We are thrilled that Mercedes-Benz chose to partner with us on this journey, and we have certainly learned a lot from the 2-year project." Their vegan trademark standards are one of the leading certification processes around the world for vegan products, and that process had them testing around 100 different items from a myriad of Mercedes-Benz suppliers to meet their stringent certification standards. Mercedes-Benz themselves reflected its commitment to the importance of the high standards in both this certification and their new vegan package being offered, with Marcus Schaefer, Chief Technology Officer, saying, "At Mercedes-Benz, we don't take shortcuts. Instead, we go the extra mile." The certification of our vegan interior by the Vegan Society underlines this approach. Transparency and trust are very important to us. Our customers can rest assured that our vegan interior materials do not contain any animal products and meet very high testing standards. We are delighted to be able to offer them this assurance through our partnership with an independent and globally recognized certification organization. The Society's sunflower logo will be featured when designing a car on the Mercedes-Benz website, and the plan is to roll out this interior option for all of their vehicles.
And I'd just like to point out that Sam did not stop to correct their incorrect usage of the word myriad.
Oh, I was thinking it. And I came really close to stopping and you know what? But no.
Yes.
It's not my writing. It's not my job.
Plenty of people misuse it, but it is never a myriad.
No, it is just myriad. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, I just thought that was funny that
it was pretty
you didn't
funny.
Stop, because if I had been reading that, or if even I had said a myriad, she totally would have said myriad.
It's absolutely true.
It's just myriad.
Yes, I would have.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In fact, there was one faculty meeting not too long ago, within the last year, I would say, that some colleagues of mine and I were meeting, and we all used the word myriad correctly. And we were like, ooh, that's something we can put on our reasons to come to Fredonia. The entire theater faculty can use the word myriad correctly.
That's funny. That's funny. Somebody commented on this article, and Chaz Mangus said, "Amazing. My first automobile was a Mercedes, and I picked it because it was the best option for leather-free at the time, some 25 years ago. I'm really excited that Mercedes is the first automobile manufacturer to partner, and I will be considering Mercedes once again." Now, if any of you recently won the lottery, I would highly recommend that you reach out to Mercedes-Benz website and build yourself a car, because that's what you do when you buy a Mercedes.
Right. Because
you have the money to buy a Mercedes. You go to their website and you pick all the different trim packages and all that, and then you can pick the vegan trim package, which is really, really cool. And I hope that more automobile manufacturers
will follow suit.
And maybe some more affordable automobile manufacturers.
Yeah.
Nothing against Mercedes-Benz. They're beautiful cars, but they are very, very expensive.
Yes, they are. And so the answer to the question, can we get it? Well, can you get it? Sure, if you have the cash. Can we get it? No. 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 We cannot.
Yeah, so this is a little bit of ammunition for the people that say being vegan is expensive.
It really is. But the thing is, again, I think if some more affordable car manufacturers were to also go in this direction, I think that would be great. Yeah. I mean, I think there are a lot of manufacturers who make cars with fabric seats instead of leather seats.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Because who says it has to be vegan leather? If you ask me, leather is just silly in a car because you burn your butt in the summer and you freeze your butt off in the winter. Yeah. And okay, maybe it looks nice. I don't even think it looks all that nice.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want vegan leather either.
Yeah.
I would always want fabric.
But to be fair, there are other automobile manufacturers that do provide non-animal leather-like interiors.
Yes, there are.
I'm pretty sure Subaru does, and I know there's a couple of them that do. You just have to ask for it, but they're not certified vegan. So the difference here is that Everything is certified vegan. So all the glues they use to attach trims to the doors, and that's what's really cool about this.
It is super cool, I have to admit.
Yeah.
I just look forward to seeing it in, a car that
is a little
we
more
can
affordable.
afford next time we need a car.
Yeah, but if you want to have a little bit of fun, just like window shopping, go to the Mercedes-Benz website and build yourself a car. And then, close the website down and dream about it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but that is good news.
It really is.
It's good news.
Yeah, it's a nice step in the right direction.
Yeah. It's time for our main topic. That's right. This week's main topic is
Syracuse Vegfest.
Yeah, we're going to tell you all about Syracuse Vegfest. It was held in a new location this year.
Yes, at the New York State Fairgrounds.
Yeah, it was indoor, so we didn't have to worry about rain like we did in Rochester.
So true. But even if it had been outdoors, we would have been just fine. It was a gorgeous day.
It was a gorgeous day.
A gorgeous day.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And yes, we were in an interior space, but we were very close to an absolutely huge exterior door.
Yeah, we were right in front of like what is a loading dock area, and they kept that door wide open. They had it was very airy in there because they had doors on like all four sides. Well, three sides. Everything was opened up and it was breezy and nice in there,
Yeah, and really, really high ceilings, and they had all of the vendors spaced really well. So that there was plenty of space for traffic patterns.
Yeah.
Like it never got like kind of really like crunchy crowded.
Yeah.
Even though there was a really steady stream of people all day. So I was really, really pleased with the venue.
I was pleased with the venue also, and I was also pleased with, because I was a little concerned this year. The Syracuse Vegfest was organized with the help of a national Vegfest organizational entity called Vegfest Expos.
Yes.
And, that makes me a little nervous when there's like a national thing involved, but they were fantastic.
Well, sure.
Helene from Vegfest Expos she was going around to like every booth, making sure everybody was fine, that you didn't need anything, that, your day was going well. She was, delightful. She was hugging everybody. She seemed to be having a really good time. And the people that were co-hosting it, Vegan CNY, up there in Syracuse, I think they made a great team.
They really did.
Vegan CNY and Vegfest Expos, they really did do a good job.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, sure, it makes sense that you would feel a little bit, uneasy about a national Vegfest organization taking over.
Yeah, I was apprehensive.
That's a much better word. Yes, apprehensive.
I was kind of apprehensive. I think
after Vegandale.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yes.
It conjures thoughts of the Vegandale organization, which still do not, in our opinion, please do not support Vegandale.
Yeah.
They're predatory against their vendors, and we don't dig them.
We don't.
So, don't feel bad if you go to a Vegandale event and have a good time. That's fine. But we don't personally support that. So, yeah, I was a little bit apprehensive.
Yeah.
But that was all that apprehension kind of washed away.
It really did.
After we were there for a little while. Yeah.
It was really, really great. And there was a really awesome lineup of folks at the Vegfest.
Yeah. So many food vendors.
Yeah, it was crazy. There were so many more food vendors than vendors of other things.
Yeah.
Yes, we saw some of our, favorites that we see at every Vegfest. We do like burning books.
Yeah.
I will say this was the first Vegfest that I did not buy books.
Yeah, well, it was just because a couple of weeks ago you already bought a bunch of burning books. So.
I did, yes. And so I made the wise decision not to buy more books because I have not yet read the books I bought.
Yeah, you showed great restraint.
Yes, thank you. I thought so.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a really nice mix of vendors, food vendors, craft vendors, bakers, educational vendors. They also had in a separate room like speakers and educational stuff going on. There were cooking demonstrations and that was great. They had a DJ who did a wonderful job.
Oh my God. Fantastic.
Yeah, he played great music. He was reading the crowd perfectly, when to bring the energy up.
Yes.
When people were kind of chilling, he actually was playing some, I think he played some John Denver at one point.
He did.
And I looked over and he's singing along and, he was reading the crowd perfectly and it wasn't too loud where you couldn't talk over it or anything. I didn't catch his name. But if you know who that DJ is, please tell him that we thought he did a wonderful job.
Yes, and I want to thank him for all of the Latin flavored music.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I had a couple of really good cha-chas and a few sambas in there and plenty of salsa and, and then we got some old school disco and I was having a good time. The music was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was digging Pump Up the Jam came on.
Of course.
I was down with that.
Yes. Christine was doing the robot.
While I was waiting in line for some food.
Yes.
I was doing the robot. And on that note, let's talk about some of the food we got.
Yes. Yes. We did well with food and we did a number of different vendors because we just decided to kind of share everything that we got.
That's the only way we can do it.
Right. So essentially we, instead of having a meal, we ended up snacking.
Yeah.
During the day.
All day long.
Yes. So the very first thing that we got to eat were breakfast sandwiches from Aurora's Cafe.
Yes.
Yes.
They were offering a couple of different options. And the breakfast sandwich that we got was a cheesy biscuit, a nice big square cheesy biscuit with just egg, a big slab of roasted red pepper, some amazing sauce. I'm not even sure.
I'm not sure what it was.
What the sauce was, and it was supposed to come with cheese, but they forgot our cheese. And I said I didn't realize it was even supposed to come with it, and it didn't need it.
No, it didn't.
It was a fantastic breakfast sandwich.
It was really wonderful, and there were some other vegetables going on it as well.
Yeah, I think there was some greens or something in there.
But let me tell you that it was basically you got half of a roasted red pepper.
Yeah.
On this breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
And that combined with the cheesiness of the biscuit and the, kind of the softness of the just egg and then a little bit crispy with the other vegetables. It was just a perfect starter.
It was. And, I am just a sucker for a breakfast sandwich. And when I see anybody at a Vegfest has a breakfast sandwich, I know that's the first place I'm heading.
Yeah. And it was funny because we were kind of walking around and seeing what everybody was offering because, we had done our setup pretty early in the day. We'd gotten there just around 8:30 and the fest opened at 11. So we were, once we were set up, we were kind of like, all right, so what are we going to eat?
Now we have to scope out
things. We have to scope things out.
Yes.
And so after Christine scoped out most of the food vendors, she was like, oh, wait, we haven't gone to see what Stephanie's doing. Go over and see what Aurora's Cafe is doing.
Yeah.
And so I went and checked, and the first two things on the menu were breakfast sandwiches. And so I was like, oh, well, that's all I need to see because that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because Christine cannot pass up a breakfast sandwich.
I really can't. I don't know what it is. I just love breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah.
They're perfect food.
So they were absolutely outstanding.
They were good. It was a perfect way to start our day.
It really was.
Yeah. What did we get after that?
Well, after that, we shared the French dip from Strong Hearts.
Yeah, but in between, Sam followed her own advice and went and got baked goods, right?
Yes.
Because remember how we were talking about you got to get the baked goods first.
Got to get the baked goods early because they sell out.
Yeah, and we ran into a few of you who knew that we
was
were
the advice.
Following that advice.
Yes.
You got your baked goods first. I see. Yes.
Well, actually, I went and got my first round of baked goods from Fat Cat Bakery.
Yeah.
Even before we had the breakfast sandwiches.
That's true, you did.
Like I was standing at Megan's table at 10:57.
Right, they weren't even really open.
They weren't even really open. But they put up with me, which was very, very sweet.
Yeah.
And so I got some of Megan's absolutely glorious macarons.
Oh, they're magical.
Megan is just a genius when it comes to macarons.
It's sorcery.
There's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
And the flavors of these macarons, and I just tasted one of each today. The first was lemon poppy seed, which was so insanely good.
Yeah.
I mean, punch you in the face lemon.
That's how it should be.
Which is how lemon should be. Yes, absolutely. And gorgeous poppy seeds. Texture was perfect. The cream in the middle, perfect, absolutely amazing. And then the second flavor she had on offer yesterday was tiramisu.
That's the one I'm looking forward to. I haven't had mine yet, and that's the one I'm so looking forward to, because anything coffee-ish.
It is beautiful. It is incredibly coffee forward.
That's great.
Yes. So the cocoa is kind of an undertone,
Yeah.
and you really get that blast of coffee, which is really, really nice.
Yeah.
So I had got 2 Mac packs, as she called them, 2 packs of 5 macarons. One for us.
Cute little packages that hold 5 of them. It's really cute.
Yeah, really cute.
And it keeps them from breaking. And
Yes.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it was good for transporting them home, that's for sure. And so I got 1 pack for Christine and I got 1 pack for a colleague of mine.
Yeah.
Then I got for Christine a whoopie pie, also from Fat Cat Baking.
I ate my whoopie pie today.
And
it was, first of all, huge.
Yes, they are huge.
And I considered cutting it in half.
And maybe letting me have a bite of it.
Yeah, but as soon as I bit into it, I'm like, I'm eating this whole thing. Because I love that chocolate and cream, anything chocolate and cream, whoopie pies, ding dongs, anything like that, you know. And it was fantastic. The cookie part was like soft and gooey, and her buttercream on the inside was perfect.
Nice.
Oh man, I loved it.
Nice.
And so I just kept eating it because I really was just gonna like take a bite and then like cut it in half and leave some for you to try.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
No. Did not happen.
I also didn't take pictures of it, and so I posted
She did make a really cute meme, though.
Yeah, I did post on Instagram a picture of whoopie pies, and I put little thought bubbles or speech bubbles, and it said that they were
doing an impression
of a whoopie pie from Fat Cat, and the other whoopie pie says, "You wish you
were from Fat Cat." Yeah.
Because I felt so bad after I ate it. I'm like, oh, darn it, I should have taken a picture.
Yeah. But I love that you loved that.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was delicious.
Now, also between things, because I realized that there were more bakers that I had to go see.
There were a lot of bakers.
Yep. And I only got to 2.
Yeah.
I only got to Fat Cat and to Nikki's Bickies.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I went down to Nikki's Bickies and I got us a couple of things. I actually went to Nikki's Bickies twice. The first time was just to get a couple of things for us. And I got 2 of her little bit of everything cookies.
Yeah. And this is like, and they're big.
They're nice.
They're really big cookies.
Yeah.
And it's like an oatmeal chocolate chip, but it also has pepitas and like whole oats and I don't know what else.
Raisins, walnuts, pumpkin seeds. I think there were flax seeds in there.
Yeah.
Whole oats.
Just
so many things.
It's like breakfast in a cookie.
It really was.
You know?
And
they're soft.
Yours was soft?
Yeah.
Okay, so mine wasn't.
Okay.
It had a crumbly texture. Really crumbly texture. And I chalked that up to that cookie being gluten-free.
It's gluten-free.
Yeah. And so
and chalk it up to the fact that there's so much stuff in it.
That
you
too.
know, how is the cookie dough even really going to hold it all together? I mean, they held together in transport perfectly
Well, they
fine.
did. And there was plenty of dough holding all of those things together.
Yeah.
That wasn't an issue at all. I thought that was done really well.
It was really good.
It was. The flavor profile was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
For me, I do like a slightly chewier cookie.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it was really, really amazing.
Yeah,
so if
I
it had
enjoyed
been just a little bit chewier than crumbly, it would have been an absolutely perfect cookie.
Yeah, I didn't eat my whole cookie. I just broke a piece off and ate it. It was really good, though.
Yeah.
And like I said, it tasted like breakfast in a cookie, you know?
And speaking of breakfast, the other things that I got from Nikki's Bickies for us were 2 of her cinnamon rolls.
Which we haven't tried yet.
Which we've not tried yet. I'm imagining that will be tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so I thought that I was done with that, but no, because later in the day I kind of went, my friends need treats. And so I went back to Nikki's Bickies because I knew she had gluten-free options.
Yeah.
And 2 of my immediate colleagues are gluten-free.
Right.
And I wanted to make sure that I could get them something tasty. So I picked up 4 of her vegan gluten-free triple chocolate brownies.
They look really decadent.
They look really, really decadent.
And she has them in these cute little tins.
Oh, yeah. Her packaging is great.
Yeah. And so, like, what I would do is just, like, get a fork and just scoop that right out
Totally.
of there, right?
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how they tasted because I gave them away.
Yeah.
And I have not heard reviews.
We'll have to report back on that, but they looked delicious.
They looked absolutely fantastic. Yeah. So just really, really wonderful. So that was getting our baked goods in.
Yeah.
And then we did the French dip.
Yeah. So
from Strong Hearts.
Strong Hearts was doing, they had an extensive menu of options.
As they do.
I can tell you, I actually took a picture of their menu so that I could decide.
A few moments later.
Here it is. Okay. So yeah, they had the French dip. They had an Italian beef sandwich. They had a rib sandwich. They had a sweet potato enchilada. It was gluten-free. They had a tikka masala soup. And then they had a grab-and-go refrigerator where you could get a banh mi, an Italian deli sandwich, macaroni salad, Mexican street corn, and they were doing desserts. They had Rice Krispie treats. They had this Boston cream parfait that so many people were walking around with. When I was standing in line for our French dip, which we split, the DJ had one, and he was holding it up, and he's like, "It's the last one." I'm like, "Oh, how dare you?" But because I saw so many people walking around with this Boston cream parfait, it looked so good. They also had chocolate chip sandwich cookies. So huge menu of stuff. So we got the French dip and we split it.
We did.
I was only disappointed that we didn't actually get like a bowl of the
au jus.
Au jus. They kind of doused the sandwich in the au jus, but we didn't get a chance to actually dip our French dip.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they made the French dip out of a product that I think right now is only commercially a product that's only commercially available, and it's called Chunk.
Okay.
Very similar to Juicy Marbles kind of situation. And it was pretty good, but I still prefer the Juicy Marbles.
I actually really liked, I would have to taste the two
side by
side to give a better worse kind of rating.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the French dip. I thought the texture of the meat, in air quotes, was really good.
It was. The texture was great.
Yeah. I wish there had been a little bit more slaw on it, because there was a slaw on it. So I wish there had been a little bit more veg. I thought the roll was great.
Yeah. The bun was good.
Yeah. Bun was good. And I really loved the flavor of the au jus.
Yeah.
I thought that was really satisfying. I agree.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have a little
It's
dip,
just, that's the fun part of
because that's the fun part of a French dip.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think that probably would have been impractical.
I know they're thinking it's walking food, right?
Yes.
Even though, to go back to the venue, they had plenty of picnic tables on either end of the building. They had several picnic tables where people could sit and eat, which is, you got to have that.
You really do.
You got to have a place for
too many
for
veg
people.
fests don't provide for that.
Yeah.
And so people are just walking around trying to eat food that isn't really walkable.
Right.
So I thought that was really, really wonderful.
Yeah.
So that was a very, very nice detail.
Yeah. So that was a great sandwich. What other food did we get?
Well, later in the afternoon, you stopped and got some egg rolls from Sunshine Vegan Eats.
Right, Sunshine Vegan Eats. And if you've ever been to a Veg Fest where Sunshine Vegan Eats is vending, be prepared. The line is going to be there, and the line is going to be there pretty much the whole time.
All day.
The whole time they're there. So at one point, I look over, and there was only like 4 people in line. I'm like, I'm going over there now. And I got their egg rolls, which they fill with Impossible meat.
Yep.
It's really good.
Yes.
Really good.
I really love the greens in the egg rolls.
Yeah.
Like that makes it for me. Because for me, I don't need a lot of like a meat or meat substitute in an egg roll.
Right.
I prefer like the spring roll version that it's all vegetables.
Sure.
And so,
but these are like a meal.
They
these egg
are.
rolls.
They are. And so we got an order of the egg rolls, and we of course shared them.
Yeah.
And they were delicious.
And they came with this like chili.
Like
this sweet
chili sauce?
dipping sauce.
Yeah, so
Really
the egg
good.
rolls were good. The sweet chili sauce was amazing.
It was excellent.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Really
so
excellent.
the chili sauce made that for me.
They also had an extensive menu of offerings. I didn't take a picture of their menu, but they had so many things to choose from.
They always do.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, Nikki and her crew have just got the Veg Fest thing down to a science.
They have it down. And actually, Nikki made a post on Instagram today where she was talking about how exhausted she was. And she was just saying how different working a Veg Fest is to working in the restaurant.
Yeah.
She's like, working in the restaurant, people coming in, you're like, hey, thanks for coming in. But at a Veg Fest, it's just like,
it's
boom,
just go,
boom,
go,
boom.
Go.
You never stop. You're always trying to keep up. And on top of it, you're trying to have conversations with people. And she always makes it a point to try and get out of her booth.
She does.
And go around and talk to people. And we managed to, get a hug from Nikki and talk to her which I so appreciate
me too.
From her, because I know how incredibly slammed they are.
Yeah.
The fact that she's walking away and trusting her team. Her team is great, though.
They are. They're amazing.
They know what they're doing,
They really do.
But, the setting up and the tearing down the food vendors, my heart goes out to you. Strong Hearts had an entire U-Haul van.
Yeah, they did.
A moving truck full of refrigerators and, grills. And, it's a job, So
no question.
Yeah, so send love to all of your food vendors at Veg Fest, because it's hard work.
Yes.
Really hard work.
Yes.
And they could just, stay at the restaurant and make it just another day, but they come out to support the community and to provide food for the community. So make sure you show them some love.
Absolutely.
What else do we get?
Well, the last thing we got during the day to share was from a new place for us.
Yeah.
Vegano Italiano.
Yeah, Vegano Italiano. They had a food truck. There were a couple of food trucks. There was Vegano Italiano and
was fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. That serves Asian fusion stuff.
Yes. And we didn't get to try their food. I really hope we see them at another Veg Fest in the not too distant future, because they had some really amazing looking
they
stuff.
had like a jackfruit banh mi, and they
were doing tofu fries, and they were doing like mushroom ginger spring rolls.
Yeah.
Like, so many things that I wanted to try.
I saw some people walking around with their food, and it looked really, really good.
Yeah.
But what did we get at Vegano Italiano?
Vegano Italiano. Now, I was going to surprise you with their arancini.
Yeah, but they were out.
They were out of the arancini by the time I got there. That
Which
really
is not
shouldn't
surprising.
have been surprised. No, because arancini are awesome. So I got their pizza fritta.
Oh, pizza fritta.
So what this was pizza dough, deep fried.
Yeah.
And then, so it got all puffy.
Yeah, it puffs up. Yeah.
Puffs like crazy. So it's got all puffy. And then on the top, they put an almond ricotta cheese, their red sauce, and then some greens, some microgreens and scallions and things like that.
Yeah.
Just amazing. So simple.
Yes. It is simple food.
Perfect.
And so, it's so like crunchy. You bite into that like pillow of crunchy goodness, and with their ricotta was really good,
and the sauce was amazing. So flavorful.
It was really, really good.
Yeah. It was phenomenal.
It was a great way to end our food.
Yes, and that was the end of our food for the day, because that was around 4:30.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed we didn't get to Parlor City, because they had a really nice menu, and I had a sandwich from them the last time we were at Syracuse Veg Fest, and it was fantastic.
Oh, yeah. You wanted to do the pumpkin arancini burger again.
Yeah, because I had that last time, and it was so good.
So crazy
and so different, you know. The flavor profile was just really good.
And I have to admit, I saw people walking around with the macaroni and cheese flight.
Oh, yeah.
From Meat Stop.
Meat Stop, MEET. Yeah.
And it just looked ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I would see it walk by and go, oh my God, that just looks so good.
Yeah, and I think they're from like Boston or something. They're nationally tour. Let's Google it. Chicago, that's it. I knew they were from some city somewhere.
Chicago and Boston are a little different, although they are both band names, so you were close.
And they're both cities, so, yeah, I was close. Yeah, so they're from the Chicago area.
They are from the Chicago area.
Yeah, and I heard people raving about the mac and cheese flight of different flavored mac and cheeses.
Yeah, just the fact that existed, to me, is fantastic. Like, I'm very, very sorry that we didn't get to try that. And so hopefully we will run into them again at a future Veg Fest, and we will have to put them, like, right at the top of our list.
Yeah. There was I think, over 30 vendors.
Yeah, and it sounds like there are already plans for next year's Syracuse Veg Fest, and that it's going to be at an outdoor venue, and it's going to be quite a bit larger than this one was.
Yeah, and here's just some of the food vendors that we didn't get to Moonshadow Kitchen. Once again,
we missed Moonshadow.
Fruitful Vibrations. Juice.
Oh, I love those juice guys. Oh my God. The juice guys are phenomenal. I got a juice from them at the last Syracuse Vegfest we did.
It was good.
So good.
Of course, Parlor City. We didn't get to Parlor City Vegan. Oh, another thing we got from Spirit in Abundance.
Oh, yes.
From Allie at Spirit in Abundance. She is a vegan cheesemaker. And I got a wheel of her smoked Gouda, which I haven't tried yet. I might bring it to my sister's this weekend.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
You know, make a little charcuterie board or something. And I also got a jar of her peach preserves.
I love peach preserves.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
We did pretty good, like you said. We did.
Outside of Parlor City, Meat Stop, Mojo's.
Oh, we didn't get to Mojo's.
And Fuck Outta Here.
Yeah, Fuck Outta Here, which is PHOK outta here.
Yes, let's be clear.
Yeah, I mean, we did pretty well considering how many food vendors there were, and we're only 2 people.
We are.
So, I think it was a great success.
Yes,
great
definitely.
success. And we had so much fun, and I want to, of course, shout out some of the people that came to the booth. Tamara came to the booth. Thank you, Tamara. It's always good to see you. Haley came to the booth. Lisa came to the booth. Amy, Greg, Mary, and tons more of you.
So many.
That I didn't get your names or you didn't sign up for our newsletter. Just know if you want a shout out, you got to sign up for the newsletter.
Yeah, you do. And also, of course, we need to shout out. We saw our friend Mano once again.
Hey, Mano.
Yes, indeed. And we got to meet Mano's absolutely adorable son, which was a pleasure.
What was his name?
Ali, I think.
Ali? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He so cute.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Absolutely adorable.
Yeah. It's always good to see Mano. And yeah, just so many great people. The vendors, it's just so good when you're it's just a great sense of community.
It really is.
When you're at a Vegfest. And especially now with what's happening in our world, it feels like you can just breathe a little.
Yeah.
When you're in those situations where you feel like you're around some like-minded people, you can talk a little bit about what's happening in the world and then just hug each other and laugh it off.
Yeah.
Hug each other and go get some vegan food.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It is. It's really quite wonderful.
Yeah.
Being in that vegan space.
Yeah. And I think that Vegfests are really important in that way because a lot of people don't have community where they live, including us. We don't have in our hometown, right, locally.
Right.
We don't have a huge vegan community.
No.
And a lot of people that don't live like within a city limit or whatever, maybe live out in suburbia or they're out rurally or something like that, don't get an opportunity to, what's the word I'm looking for?
To interact.
To interact, to have a sense of community with people. So, yeah, it was great. It was great to commune.
So we want to send out a huge shout out and thank you to all of the organizers and all of the volunteers, all of the vendors who made the Syracuse Vegfest what it was. So from Vegfest Expos to Vegan CNY to just everybody.
Yeah, it was a great time.
It was. It was wonderful. And we are looking forward to the Cleveland Vegfest.
Yep, you can find us
2 short weeks.
Yep, you can find us next October 4th, which is a Saturday at the Cleveland Vegfest, which is an outdoor event. It's at a park. It's called Lincoln Park.
We are very much looking forward to being outside in October.
Yeah, in Cleveland. There are tons and tons of vendors going to be there. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a rocking good time. So if you're anywhere near Cleveland, or even if you're not, make the drive.
Why not?
Stop and see us.
Yeah.
Say hello. Sign up for our newsletter.
There you go.
And I'll give you a shout out. Let's move on to our assignment Restaurant SOS. And this is one that Sam has a little bit of reservations about.
It is. Full disclosure. Definitely. And I'll explain why in a little bit.
Yeah.
But we are taking a look at this week Loving Hut Vegan Cafe, which is located at 6227 Montgomery Road in Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, Loving Hut locations are independently owned. There are locations in Africa, Asia, Europe, South America, North America, and Oceania. As of 2017, the chain had over 200 locations in 35 countries, and their slogan is "Be Vegan, Make Peace." Now, here's where my reservations come in. The Loving Hut concept was created by Ching Hai, whose followers call her Supreme Master.
Yeah, Sam had a problem with that.
I do have a problem with that because I did a little bit of research and it turns out that that is a self-appointed title.
Yes, of course. Yes, she is the leader of a movement.
Yes.
Of the Loving Hut movement.
And for me, that is a little disturbing. Just the idea that someone would refer to themselves as the supreme master of anything.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one who finds it a little disturbing because they have been accused, Ching Hai has been accused of starting a cult, but experts on the matter dispute those claims and call her movement a new religion.
Yes, and that's fine.
Yes.
And if that is a new religion, okay, great. I have no issue with that. I still don't love the idea of anyone saying that they are the supreme master of anything. Because then again,
it does seem almost counterintuitive to what her message is.
Yes.
Right?
And I think that's what sent up red flags for me.
Yeah.
Is because that is hierarchical.
Right.
It does smack a little bit of I am the authority in this movement.
Right.
You know, and so I don't love that. I like the idea of movements being collective.
Yeah.
And not driven by a single force. I mean, can we talk about the United States government right now?
Yeah. But I think all of your
misgivings
about Ching Hai would disappear if she would just lose the Supreme Master thing.
Well, yes, I think so, because I have no objection to the tenets of the organization.
Yeah, like what is her message?
The message is, I have a dream. I dream that all the world will become peaceful. I dream that all the killing will stop. I dream that all the children will walk in peace and harmony. I dream that all the nations shake hands with each other, protect each other, and help each other. I dream that our beautiful planet will not be destroyed. It took billions, trillions of years to produce this planet, and it's so beautiful, so wonderful. I dream that it will continue, but in peace, beauty, and love.
And there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
I can't argue with a single thing in that.
But it is interesting that every Loving Hut location, they're franchised, they're independently owned. But in order to have that franchise, you must agree to have a television on in your location that shows Ching Hai's messaging.
Yes.
She has like her own television network.
Yeah.
So it's like Ching Hai run media.
And so again, that's a little strange to me.
It is a little off-putting.
Yes.
It is a little off-putting.
So it's not the philosophy behind the restaurant, not at all. I certainly don't mind that it's been successful. It was actually voted, I believe, in 2010 or 2012. It was Veg News's best vegan restaurant.
Right.
So I have no objection to any of that.
Yeah.
It's this idea of hierarchy, and it's this idea of you must watch the media that I put in front of you in order to be a franchise.
Yeah.
Like, I find that mildly disturbing.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I haven't watched any, and you can.
You can.
You go to the Loving Hut website, and there is a tab on their website where you can watch SMTV Live.
Yes.
Which I haven't watched yet.
Neither have I.
I might take a look at it just to see what that's all about. Because
But
I find it incredibly intriguing.
But in the meantime,
let's look at their menu.
There you go. In terms of the menu, I'm certainly interested already. We've got some grilled spring rolls. We've got some grilled organic dumplings.
Of course, it's Asian food.
Yes, absolutely. Now, I got to say, also, prices phenomenally reasonable.
The prices at Loving Hut, at least the prices at Loving Hut Cincinnati are definitely on par with if you went to like Chinese takeout.
Yeah, and possibly even better.
Yeah.
I mean, with the grilled organic dumplings, which are filled with organic tofu, green onion, and seasoning, served with a house sauce, you're getting 3 for $3.
$3.
Very reasonable.
Yeah.
With the spring rolls, which contain carrots, celery, cabbage, onion, rice noodles in a crispy wrapper, which sounds amazing to me.
Yeah.
And served with sweet and sour sauce, you get 2 for $1.50.
Or you can get a dozen for $7.50.
So, yeah. So I think that's really phenomenal.
Grilled vegan drumsticks for $5.50. You get they're $2.50 each or 2 for $5.
Yes. And then we've got some sandwiches and some paninis. I'm liking the look of the American panini, believe it or not, which is vegan tofurkey, coleslaw, pickles, banana peppers, organic mustard, vegan cheese, and vegan mayo. And that's, of course, served panini style. So that's going to be all melty and lovely. And that's served with organic corn chips. And you can get that for $10.50. And if you want a half size, you can get that for $7.
Yeah. And that sounds like a sandwich that you would make at home.
It is.
Totally.
Very much a sandwich I would make at home.
They have a chicken panini, or what they call their CK panini. They have a grilled veggie panini, which also would be really good.
Yeah, it would.
They have wraps, plenty of wraps. They have a Mexican wrap. And then they have burgers, a whole long
list of burgers. So very much a fast food sensibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have to say I'm enjoying the idea of in the everything else, they have a spring roll meal. So 4 spring rolls with sweet and sour dipping sauce served with jasmine rice.
Yeah.
And an organic side salad.
Yeah.
Like that sounds great to me.
Yeah.
Spring rolls, rice, and a salad. Like, hello. That's
a meal.
Awesome.
That's a meal.
And then they have some bowls. So they've got a veg protein, veggies, and rice, where you can choose CK strips, stir fry style grilled vegetables, over seasoned jasmine rice with vegan sauce on the side. They also have a veg protein, veggies, and noodles.
Yeah.
So if you prefer noodles to rice, there you go. Of veggies and glass noodles. They also have some raw dishes. So a raw taco salad, a raw pasta, which of course is zucchini noodles, and a raw Reuben.
Yeah, and these are obviously marketed to people who are on raw diet because it says they're all prepared at temperatures below 105 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right.
So there's absolutely no chance that any of this food has been cooked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So really, really interesting things going on.
Yeah, they have pho.
They do. They have pho.
Yeah.
They have pho.
Pumpkin chili cup.
Yes. Chickpea curry soup, split pea soup, nice house salad, veg protein over greens. How can you go wrong?
Yeah.
And they do have a few things for kids. They've got some vegan nuggets and a veggie burger.
Yeah, I think it's funny. They have kids cafe and it says for kids only. So I'm sure there's adults that go in and they want to get the nuggets or whatever. It's
right.
like, no, you cannot have those.
Right.
Those are for kids only.
You must be a kid.
And then they have some things they're calling their take-home specials. Kind of a grab-and-go situation, I think. So grilled or frozen party spring rolls where you get the 12 for $7.50.
That is a deal. I gotta tell you, that's great.
It is. Vegan zucchini bread.
Nice.
And raw organic energy bars and raw organic energy bread.
And they have a few desserts. They've got a vegan chocolate cake, an organic carrot cake, a cheesecake with fruit topping, and a raw blueberry pie. And of course, they also have some vegan cookies.
Yeah, and like Sam was saying, so all of it's so affordably priced.
So affordably priced.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really remarkable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is really interesting. And I've never come across a Loving Hut in our travels.
I have not either. I saw somebody that follows us on Instagram posted that they were at this particular Loving Hut in Cincinnati.
Okay.
And if you've been at a Loving Hut, let me know what your experience was there. And, send us pictures of your food. But I'm even more curious as to what the experience felt like when you were there in the restaurant. Like,
yes.
Was that television playing their messaging? And how did that make you feel? And how did the people working there make you feel?
Yes.
Were they like flower people or like who were the people in the airports that used to hand you flowers?
Hare Krishnas?
The Hare Krishnas, where they like Hare Krishnas. I'm just really interested in what the experience of eating there was like. But send us a picture of your food and we will, enter you to win a dinner.
That's right.
In our vegan dinner winner contest.
We sure will.
Yeah. And you can do that to our email, which is compassionandcucumbers@gmail.com. It's time for our favorite portion of the show.
Must be listener shout-out time.
It's listener shout-out.
Just want to give a shout-out to all my fans watching. I love you guys. I love you.
This week's listener shout-out goes to Daniela Chavez. Daniela is a recent subscriber to our weekly newsletter. Thank you, Daniela, for subscribing.
Yeah, thanks, Daniela. And please send us your T-shirt size and address so we can send you a Compassion and Cucumbers swag bag. You know how you can do that. You can email us at compassionandcucumbers@gmail.com. You can either DM us on Instagram or Facebook or use the link in our show notes and send us a text.
And for the rest of you out there, if you want a listener shout out, please text, email, or DM us. Let us know what you think of the show and tell us a little bit about yourselves. You can also always nominate someone else for a shout out.
Yeah, do someone a solid. It's time to wrap it up. But before we go, do not forget to subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast app and subscribe to our YouTube. And want to do us a really good favor? Share our show with somebody else that you think would enjoy it, because we need to reach more great people like you. If you want to get news about the show like Daniela, you can subscribe to our newsletter at our website, which is compassionandcucumbers.com.
And with that, it's time to sign off. You have just listened to episode 200 of the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast. And there's nothing left to say, but where cukes and compassion are always the fashion on the podcast.
Thanks, James.
Have a great week, everyone.
We'll talk to you next Tuesday.
We love you.
We do. Bye-bye.
The end.
If you'd like to support the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast, well, you can do that by hopping on over to our Patreon page and becoming a patron. We have all the recipes from our vegan kitchen series up there, and we'll be adding some patron-only episodes in the near future. So thank you for supporting us at whatever level that you choose, and thank you again for listening to Compassion and Cucumbers podcast.